Welcome to Better System Trader, the podcast to help systematic traders of all levels improve their trading. We'll give you loads of expert tips and practical advice on system design and validation, money management, trading psychology, and many other topics. Whether you're just starting out or a savvy systematic trader, we're here to help you improve your trading and find more success. This is Better System Trader with your host, Andrew Swanscott.
Hi there, welcome to another episode of Better System Trader. It's great that you could join us today. Now, last week I had to make an emergency trip to the hospital and it highlighted a gap in my trading operation, pardon the pun. So I wanted to share that with you so that you can learn from my mistakes. Towards the start of last week, my 2-year-old son Max started developing a cough at night, and then over the next day or two this developed into a more serious condition. So I took him to the doctor to get him checked out. And they gave me some medicine and suggested that if he gets worse, perhaps I should consider taking him to the children's hospital. Anyway, later that evening when I was getting him prepared for bed, I noticed that he seemed to be having some real trouble breathing. And even though he was running around, he was playing and laughing, it didn't seem to be bothering him. It looked like he was really struggling to get enough air into his lungs. So considering that and the doctor's suggestion to take Max to hospital if he got worse, and also my wife was away for work, I thought it would be best to go to the hospital and get him checked out instead of seeing how he went overnight. So we went up to the emergency department of the Royal Children's Hospital and we ended up staying there overnight so that they could treat him and monitor his progress. But being at the hospital overnight highlighted a gap or a risk in my trading that I needed to address. Now, as I've mentioned in the past, all my futures trading is fully automated. It's running off some servers in a data center in Chicago, but the stock trading that I do is only, I guess you could call it semi-automated. So those strategies are all end-of-day systems. So at the end of the trading day, my computer, which is at home on my desk, by the way, automatically downloads the market data. It runs the scans through Amy Broker and spits out a report of the orders for me. And then using that report, I enter my orders for the next day into the broker manually, which takes me maybe 1 or 2 minutes a day. Now, you can probably see where this is going, right? From the hospital, I had no way to get that report for tomorrow's orders off my computer using the phone that I had on me. Now, I can access my broker platform from my phone, but just not that report with the orders. So I had to be at home to be able to do that. So essentially, I couldn't enter my orders for the following day. Now, I've made some changes to fix that problem, but the bigger lesson here is that there was a risk to my trading, which is really pretty obvious now that I've experienced it, but it wasn't something that I was fully prepared for. Now, there are a lot of risks that we have to face as traders, not just market risks, but operational risks as well, like being sick or unavailable. You know, what if our computer dies? If there's a power outage, we lose internet access, we can't get access to our broker. There are a whole string of risks to consider. And we hear about them, but I think a lot of traders don't actually do anything about them until it's too late. Now, that may not be intentional, like in my case, it was just something I hadn't really considered, but I do hope that you can learn from my mistakes last week. So please take a few minutes today, or actually do it right now after you finish listening to this if you can, but just take a few minutes and think about some of the risks to your current trading setup and how you might handle those. If you want some ideas, there is a great podcast interview with Rob Carver on risk management. That's episode 70. You could take a listen to that, or there is plenty of information online if you ask the Googles. A couple of minutes considering and planning for these type of risks now could save you a lot of money in the future, so please take the time and do that today. So, and by the way, my son is fully recovered now. He's fit and well and causing trouble. So that's it for this episode. Please take a few minutes today to think about the risks that we face and come up with a plan of action on how you're going to approach those, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks for listening to Better System Trader. Okay, well that's it for this episode. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Come on over to bettersystemtrader.com. That's where you'll find all the previous episodes, all the transcribes, all the show notes, and all the free weekly trading tips. bettersystemtrader.com.